Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to your first Java for Beginner programming series. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to print something to the console and also what is the basic terminology that you need to know. So, first of all, I will be using NetBeans IDE 8.2, but feel free to use any IDE you want such as Eclipse or IntelliJ. So, go to File, New Project in NetBeans and make sure you're under Java application. Click next, and the project name that we are gonna name is, let's just say, HelloWorld, because that's basically what we are gonna be doing in this video. We are going to be writing Hello World to console. So then hit finish and it's gonna create the project for us. Now you can see we have the project and we have a bunch of code generated for us with some other text. Don't worry about this right now, and I will be explaining everything. So I'm going to delete everything and write everything from scratch. So the first thing that you need to write is package. Now packages are basically for organization. You don't have to have packages if you're making a program, but they are good practice, and creating a package is nothing merely organization. Okay, so if you have something very big like a big project, you can create packages and put classes in a specific package. So that's what package is. Package is a keyword, that's why it is highlighted in orange. Okay, all the keywords in Java will be highlighted in orange and all the other stuff will be highlighted in white. Okay, so now let's create a class. So what you do is you write public class hello world. So what this means is everything that you write in Java is going to go under classes, because remember, Java is an object-oriented programming language. That means that everything in Java is merely methods and variables. Okay, it's basically a blueprint. A class is a blueprint of your code. So public means that this class can be accessed in any other class. So when you have bigger projects, you have to, or you would create many more classes. You can't just work in one class, right? So let's say you're making a game. So in that game, you have to create one class for a player. You might want to create one class for enemy, one class for input, and all that stuff. So then what you want to do is you want to make some classes public and some private. Okay, so public classes mean that this class can be accessed in any other class. Therefore, whatever this class has, it can be accessed in other classes. Class is a keyword to represent that this is a class, and hello world is the name of our class. And make sure this is the same name as your project. If it is something else like whatever, it's not going to work. As you can see, it gives us an error that class whatever is public should be declared in a file named whatever.java. Now since our project is called helloworld.java, as you can see here, our class name has to be helloworld also. Okay, and the curly braces is basically telling you that all the code needs to go in here. Okay, so that's good so far. Now we have to create an entry point. So entry point is called main method in Java. So main method is this: public static void main string args. Okay, now there's a lot going on in here. Don't worry about it. This is the entry point, or also the main method that is basically represent that whenever you run this program, Java compiler is gonna come up here, and whatever is in your code here is gonna run up that. It's not gonna look at anything, but it always looks for your main method. If you don't have a main method, it's not gonna run anything, or it will throw an error that you don't have a main method. And whatever is inside your main method is gonna run that. Okay, again, public means that this main method it can be accessed anywhere. Static means don't worry about static for now. I will explain that in a bit in later videos. And void basically means that this method does not return anything. Okay, it's a void. It's just gonna run once. It's gonna do that stuff once, and that's it. Main is the name of the method, and string args, don't worry about that right now. Just memorize don't worry about that right now. Just memorize it, remember it, whatever. Okay, and just remember that this is the entry point. Now, another very useful thing that you should learn is comments. So comments is nothing, it's not going to affect your code. It's not going to have any effect in your code, but comments are written in code to have readability. So if you're working in a company and some other people need to look at your code, they can then read the comments and see what's going on. It's also very helpful to write comments for yourself. So basically, let's say you're doing something and in the future you want to remember why did you do this thing, or what does this code do. So comments can be a great reference for that. So to write a comment, to write a single line comment in Java, what you do is you put slash, 2 slashes, and that's it. You can write that this is a single line comment. Okay, now as you can see, this is very pale color. That means that compiler is not going to look at it. It doesn't really care. It doesn't care. Okay, now if you want to write many lines of comments, then instead of doing this, so let's say first line, second line, well, that's just a little pain, right? Putting forward slash every time to write many lines of comments. What you can do is a smarter approach. You can put a forward slash and an asterisk, and then you hit enter, and there you go. It also finishes the comment for you. Now between these two symbols you can write whatever you want, and that will be a comment. For example, this is a multi-line comment which the compiler ignores. There you go. You see, so compiler doesn't care about that. So comments are great practice to write good code. So I'm gonna put a comment here just saying this entry point of our program. Okay, so now, as I said, in this video we are just going to be writing hello world to the console. So here I'm gonna put another comment, say write hello world to the console. Now if you don't know what a console is this window here, your output window. Okay, now since we're not going to be creating window applications very soon, right, like near future, I will be maybe doing a series on how to do window applications using Swing library, but right now we are just going to be working with the console. So console is this window here, and all the output is going to go here. So let's just do it then. So let's write system.out.println hello world. Alright, so let me explain it bit by bit. So what is system? System is referring to the console. Okay, you're basically saying that I want to write out means I want to write out this thing to the console. So whatever is in the quotations, it's going to write out that. Okay, and make sure every command in your program is ended with a semicolon, because just like in real life English we have punctuation, we put period to indicate that this sentence is finished, we put semicolon to indicate that this line is finished, so Java compiler can move on to the next line. So if you run this, let me compile it. So you can compile a code if you're using NetBeans by clicking on this hammer and brush icon, and as you can see it's loading up. So it's compiling, and here it is. It's giving you the proper information here, right? And there we go. We said build successful. That means there's no error, and we can finally run our program by clicking the green button. And it says could not find or load main class hello world dot hello world. Okay, let me just see this, why it's doing that. Okay, that's because I spelled the wrong package. Package is actually hello world, so it's actually looking for the class in a different package. So the package is hello world. There we go, we get hello world.